All right, hi guys, it's Michelle
and Amanda,
and we just wanted to come and talk to you guys about two things. The first is about Jaguar Leader. For those of you that are new, we have a program here at Joel. It's called Jaguar Leader, and it's where we recognize and celebrate our students that actually are rocking and are awesome and following the rules and exhibit the pause matrix on a regular basis without having to be reminded. It's also our way of getting the students that are kind of on the border to pick it up and get back on track as well. So Amanda's going to talk to you a little bit about that.
Okay, so these are our Jaguar Leader charts, front and back. Each student will receive one of these, and we will put the labels on them that have their names. As you get new students throughout the year, you can just request a few extras of these, and you can just handwrite in their names, but make sure they're spelled correctly, because we use these to type up their badges. But as you can see, there's each kind of area. There's the classroom, outdoor, hallways, dismissal, library, and on the back is the matrix. So a student can earn a signature in each of these areas once a week. So if you kind of look at it like this is a week, this is a week. So you would conference with your switch teachers and see, has Michelle met the pause matrix in the classroom this week? No, so we're gonna skip giving her a signature, but she met it outdoors, and both my partner teacher and I agree on that. So we would give signatures where they earn them. Now, the next week, you would come and do the same thing, but so let's say the classroom was blank, so if they earn a signature, then you're gonna put it on this first one and keep moving forward. So ideally, a student would earn all of their signatures in a month. Now, we know that that's not going to happen. There is a select group of students that do receive all their signatures in 1 month. At the end of that month, actually it's the first Monday of every month, you would turn in this chart to us in the office.
And it will be in the agenda, so please make sure you follow the agenda and keep up to date on when those due dates are.
So you turn them into us, we type up a list, we give that list to art, music, and PE because they are the final checkoffs down here. If that student is not exhibiting pause behavior in any one of those large group classes, they'll give us a denial, and we will then circle that area. So for instance, if it's art, we would circle art and then put this back in your box. That indicates to you and that student that, yay, they're doing good, but they're having issues in art, so they really need to pick up their game in there, and they can try again next month to get that final signature.
Please, please, please do not tell a student when they're turning in their chart that they automatically get Jaguar Leader, because it is heartbreaking for them to feel like they're getting it and then all of a sudden they find out, oh wait, I didn't. Like, that's just popping their balloon, and we don't want to do that. But they also need to understand that they are expected to follow all of the rules across the school. It is not just in the classroom, it is in every area of the school, to make sure that they are exhibiting those behaviors everywhere.
Okay, so for the student that didn't get all the signatures in 1 month, you would continue on this same sheet and you keep working to fill in all the holes until that student completes the sheet. Sometimes it's month 2, sometimes it's month 3. We had kids end up turning in their sheet in May last year. So it's the very last month of the year that they earned their Jaguar Leader reward.
Yeah, and it is a big deal to the kids. The kids get really excited about it. We try to reward the students every month, whether it's something like popcorn or snow cones like we do in May, or just a simple hat day or a simple stinky feet day or whatever. We try and give them a school-wide reward, but as a classroom teacher, you can also provide them with some extra incentives. Like, a lot of times the teachers in the past have done line leaders, or they've let the Jaguar Leaders be the students that carry the lunch tote, or they even let the Jaguar Leaders go into the cafeteria before the other students that are not Jaguar leaders. Because the idea is that a Jaguar leader is someone who is incredibly responsible and does not need adult supervision to complete the tasks that are asked of them because they just do it. The beauty of Jaguar Leader is it is not academic based at all. So if a student is not performing well in school, they're obviously already feeling sad about that, but they have the opportunity to earn Jaguar Leader because it's not based on grades. That is very important to remember. It is not based on grades. Good grades and effort sometimes go hand in hand, but sometimes they are not. So we want to make sure that we're recognizing the skills to perform well in class, even though maybe their grades aren't showing that. Also, I lost my train of thought, so you're up.
Okay, so once you turn these in at the beginning of the month, that first Monday of the month, and we make a list, we give it to a large group. Whoever makes the final cut, then we make them a badge. And that following Monday, so a week later, we do a ceremony in the lunchroom during their lunchtime, and we invite their parents. It's actually just a little paper invite, and if your student gets one of those, we'll write their name on it and stick it in your box for you to put in their Friday folder that Friday so that they're aware of the celebration on Monday. And on that Monday is when we give them their badges. So it's very exciting. Michelle's going to tell you a little bit more about their badges.
Yes. So they get their badge, and they look similar to our employee badges. They'll have a picture, they'll have their name, they'll say they're Jaguar leaders in the school year, and they're laminated. Our laminator typically is really good. Every so often we get a batch of not so great laminating sleeves. The purpose of Jaguar Leader is obviously to build real responsible leaders. So the idea is that the students are not going to be bending their Jaguar Leader badge. They're going to take care of their Jaguar Leader badge. As the classroom teacher, it is your job, it's your choice whether or not the students take their badge home or if they leave them in the classroom. And if they do leave them in the classroom, they need to have a place where they can stay safe. If they take their Jaguar Leader badge home, and they come back the next day without their badge, that day that they don't have their badge, they are not Jaguar leaders, because anyone without a badge could then be a Jaguar leader. The student must have their badge to receive all the privileges that a Jaguar leader receives. As a grade level, it's kind of up to you to decide any additional Jaguar leader incentives that you want your students to earn or to have with that privilege of a badge. Now, let's say that your student loses his or her badge on the bus or on the playground. That's not showing responsibility. And so the student will have to start another chart. And typically the students that start another chart will be able to earn their badge back in a month because they know what it takes to get the badge in the first place. So they know what they need to do, and you know what you're looking for as well. But we will not be making badges for students in the middle of the month unless it's an error on our part, like a typo or something like that. Then of course we will fix it. But we are not going to replace a lost badge because it's another example of responsibility. If a student breaks their badge, in the workroom there is that clear tape, the packing tape, you're just going to wrap that around a few times, and then we have a special hole punch in our office that we can hole punch for you. But please try and encourage your students to take care of their badges, and we will be doing that as well in the video we're going to make next for the students to encourage them to want to be Jaguar leaders.
Okay, so we'll also send out, I think this is the 5th year doing Jaguar Leader, and it's been fairly successful. The students love it. We do have a bit of an informational kind of pamphlet that we will send out with this video for our new teachers so that you can have something, to hold on to and read down. But also ask any of your fellow teachers that have been at Joel for quite a while. They will have some tips and tricks and some answers for you, hopefully. And don't hesitate to ask us about any questions you have for Jaguar Leader also.
Do you want to talk about how the badge can be removed from the student?
So if a student receives a bus report or a office write-up, they automatically lose that badge, and that's gone forever. They have to earn it back. Teachers, however, have the right to temporarily remove a badge and have some sort of system in place to help them earn it back. Like if they have some behavior that's out of sorts, you could take it away for a week or 2 weeks as long as their behavior improves and they can earn it back. And kind of how we've done it before is that as a grade level, you make the decision of what merits being having your badge taken away, and then those are kind of across the board rules for your grade level. What would happen for you to lose your badge, and then how long it would be gone, and what you would need to do to earn it back.
That way the students understand that across our entire 4th grade level, if I am disrespectful, I'm going to have my badge taken away for a week or 2 days or however long you decide as a grade level. That's your decision to make, because you know the kids better than we do. All right, so we're done with Jaguar Leader. Like I said, like Amanda said, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask us. We are here to help you with anything, especially Jaguar Leader, because we're the experts. Okay, so now we're going to talk about groups. Typically in years past, we've always sent home a letter to parents and we've asked for teacher referrals as far as groups are concerned. But this year, with the huge group of kids that we have that we don't really know well, we're going to do groups a little bit differently, and especially with Hurricane Harvey coming in and just completely causing us to learn to be more flexible. We are, in our effort to be more flexible, we're going to be doing groups differently. We're not going to be sending home permission slips. We're not going to do groups in the formal sense. What we're going to ask from you as a staff is, if you see that a student really needs help with self-esteem or with behavior or academic focus or something along those lines, let us know. Send us an email with a list of students in your group that maybe need help, and then we will either meet with them one-on-one if the situation warrants that, or we'll meet with them in smaller group settings. Our goal is never to take the students out of the classroom, so we will not be interfering with your classroom setting unless it's an emergency situation. If it is a student that we need to meet with because they're have very low self-esteem, they're not functioning well in the classroom, we need to pull them and we need to meet with them. But we try to limit our academic interruptions as much as possible. But if you can, just shoot us an email with the students' names and possibly a little synopsis of what's going on, what you're seeing, or if a parent says something to you, please let us know. But that's how we're going to do it, and our groups are going to be fluid throughout the whole year. As you know, in testing season, since we're going to be the whole school testing, our time is going to be a little bit more limited, as we are your star and TELPAS gals. But our kids are our number one priority, and making sure that they are socially and emotionally and academically well is our number one goal. So of course, we're all just kind of trying to figure out how to make all this work, and this may not be the way we keep it, but this is what we've kind of decided to do for this year. Again, if you have any concerns or questions, we are here. Our door may not always be open in the real sense, but in reality, it is always open to you guys for any questions or concerns. So I think that's it. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you in particular. If you're having a hard time with the adjustment, or if you're having a hard time with your students, please let us know, and we're here to not only help the kids and our families, but also you too. All right, guys, so we'll be in touch. Talk to you later.